All right, guys, I'm back. It's May 14th. I got my home run plays on the way. But before we do, let's recap yesterday. It was bad. Couldn't get any of the players who actually played in a game, as a couple were postponed due to weather. So we had Kepler, Schwarber, and Buxton refunded. They didn't play. But we were left with 8 players. You can see them on the screen right there. None of them came through. So we netted a negative 0.4 of a unit loss, bringing our year-to-date down to plus 1.60. After 3 days of this, hasn't been too successful, right? But it's only 3 days. Last year, it was over 3 months, and it worked out very well. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. It means last year is a larger sample size. 3 days means nothing, but 3 days does not mean that this can't continue. I'm just trying to be honest. You got to get lucky with these home run plays. I want to kind of put it into perspective. But with that being said, I got some plays for today. Oh, man, here we go, man. So these are all the ones that qualified today. I didn't put the weather or the home run per fly ball because I'm running late on putting this video out. But everything qualifies. We're looking for players in the last 14 days for a certain barrel rate, ISO rate, hard hit rate. It's got to be a good weather game. High home run to fly ball pitcher. And you can see on the screen right here the players. Okay, so I'm going to put a 0.05 unit on each one. Now you can see Ryan O'Hearn on top there. I got different colors for different players, and I'll get into that. Ryan O'Hearn, I'm going to play him in both of his games. There's a doubleheader. He matches up well with both pitchers. If you've been here long enough, you know I don't like playing the second game of a double header necessarily. And unfortunately, there's going to be some other players that are in a double header, and the matchup is in the second game, which I don't like that because, I like the first game. You're not tired the second game or mentally tired, physically tired. You don't know if they're going to play in the second game. You can't lock these in until you know if they're in the lineup for the second game. So there's so much going on. So like I said, Ryan O'Hearn, I would like him for both games. And then we got Brandon Nimmo, George Springer, Riley Green, Kerry Carpenter. Kyle Schwarber is in the second game of the doubleheader. I don't know why. Usually the pitchers that were slated to go yesterday are in the first game, but for some reason, there's no guarantees it has to be that way, but that's how it usually is. But the matchups in the second game against Sonny Gray. Then you got Lawrence Butler, Wilson Contreras of the St. Louis Cardinals. That's also looking at the second game versus Aaron Nola, Addison Barger. Then you got Byron Buxton, who that's also the second game. He has to be going up against Cade Povich. And then I have Dalton Varsho on the bottom there, and I just crossed him out because I'm not going to play him because, oh, man, he had 2 home runs yesterday. 2 home runs yesterday. You think he's going to do it again? He probably will because I'm not going to play. I'm just that's a gut thing. I'm like, I was already iffy on him anyways, but then you're going to, do your best impression of Aaron Judge. You're not going to get a home run the next day probably. So I crossed them off. That's just a gut thing. He's supposed to be on there. Take it or leave it. So there you go. Let's do the weather really quick. And I have a little wrinkle at the end. You don't want to leave just yet that I'm very excited to introduce. So here we go. Before we do that, let's get the weather. You can see right here. Wow, look at that. 2, 4, 6 of the 8 on this screen right here are shaded in that peach, pink-ish purple, which means there could be, just like yesterday, problems with the weather, postponements, potential. So you can see right there, it's all the Oracle Park all the way down to Citizens Bank. So, geez, man. There you go. Then the next slide right here. Only one in the pink, that's Citi Field on the second from the bottom. But you could see some nasty weather games. And then some okay, Let's see here. Where's... that's fine. Okay, here's the little wrinkle that I want to bring forward. This is an experimental strategy, home run watch. Notice it doesn't say home run plays. Okay, so I've been for a while now looking at different things on how to enhance what the model we used enhance last year's model, not necessarily enhance it, but I saw so many opportunities where I'm like, these guys are being left off of what we're doing. Okay. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? These guys are like, I noticed the names when they hit a home run. I'm like, do I have them? I'm like, I know I've been seeing that name, but they were just crossed off the final list because they didn't meet the criteria. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? So then I just started thinking about pitchers in general. And I said, let me just brainstorm. Let me just immerse myself into some of the advanced analytics for the, pitchers. And I found some things. I'm like, what the hell? This is like a no-brainer. Like I gotta look into this a little bit more. And the bottom line is it's an experimental strategy, and you can see all the names on the screen right there. There is some crossage, if you will, of players, and namely Ryan O'Hearn. But it's just against Woods Richardson, the pitcher today. And the other cross is going to be Byron Buxton against Cade Povich. So those both qualify under the normal strategy. But I'm really excited when I can see players that meet both, because I'm really excited about this potential. And I say potential because it's so labor intensive to go back and back test that all I did was kind of check the last 3 days where we did not have much success with our original system or original model. And don't you know, all 3 days were profitable with this new strategy. Okay. So this was something that I was thinking about a long time ago. And because we had just a miserable day yesterday and an unprofitable day the 2 days before, I'm like, let me look at this and let me check what would have happened. And it was like I said, profitable all 3 days. I'm like, no, man, no kidding. So going forward, I want to put this at the end of the video because I really do think that the way that I look at pitchers on this experimental strategy is probably better than what I'm doing on the original strategy. But I don't want to just jump ship and go, okay, let's do this, because last year we didn't do this right here. We did the other thing. And like I said, it was over the course of the whole season. We were very successful. I'm not going to judge it just on 3 freaking days, because 3 days is nothing. But I am excited about this. Maybe there'll be some kind of collaboration with these two, like where we kind of mesh them together as we go, as the season progresses. But only the data will provide what we do, right? We're not going to just do. We're just going to follow the data and watch, and things can morph, or they can be 2 separate standalone strategies. And we could see what ones we like the best. Maybe we like both of them. I don't know. So there you go. That's about it. Just want to say, just be careful with when you put these bets in, because like I said, some of these players are in a doubleheader, and most of the plays are in the second game of the doubleheader. They're not qualifying in the first game. So just be careful if you're following along or you're playing along after what has transpired in the last 3 days. But it is what it is. It's just how it is. Home runs are tough. Sometimes you just hit everything possible, and then sometimes you hit nothing. So that's about it. Just want to say, absolutely love you guys. And there you go. I don't even know if I'm going to put my official plays in the pinned comments. I put because the games, I think some of the games start within like 3 hours from time this is probably going to be uploaded. So you guys, you know what the odds are. Probably already put them in already. You're like, yeah, wait all day for you. I don't know if you're going to have a freaking video. And that's about it. I absolutely love every single one of you guys, and I'll just talk to you guys tomorrow.